where's your wife at, bro? Where's your wife at?
She's dead on the floor in that room.
The shocking case of Carly Gregg. This is the moment Carly pew-pewed her mom. In this chilling surveillance footage presented during Carly Gregg's trial, the 15-year-old was seen after allegedly pew-pewing her mother, Ashley Smiley, with a .357 Magnum pew-pew. The video shows Gregg casually returning to the kitchen, hiding the weapon behind her back, just after the pew-pews fired were heard. She then sits down, picks up her phone, and begins texting, appearing disturbingly calm. The family dogs can be seen visibly distressed, following her around the kitchen. The footage also captured Gregg sending text messages from her mother's phone to lure Heath back home, attempting to set up an ambush. After Carly Gregg murdered her mother, Ashley Smiley, she called a friend to come to her house, claiming it was an emergency. When her friend arrived, Carly asked her, "Do dead bodies make you squeamish?" She then led her friend to the bedroom where her mother's body lay, showing no remorse. At that time, Ashley Smiley's body was positioned with her arms crossed over her chest and a towel covering her face. This incident, along with other details from the case, shocked many due to Carly's calm demeanor and lack of emotion after the murder. Carly even told her friend that she had 3 shots planned for her mother and another 3 for her stepfather. The crime occurred when Carly was 14 years old, in March 2024, at their home in Brandon, Mississippi. On the day of the shooting, Carly used her mother's gun to fatally pew her 3 times. Moments later, she attempted to ambush her stepfather when he returned home, but failed to murder him. After a struggle, her stepfather disarmed her and called 911, stating she murdered her mom.
Calm down for me. Give me your name again. Heath Smiley. Heath Smiley? Yes, sir. All right, Miss Sir, what's your phone number you calling me from? Did she hit you? sir. All right. And what's her name? Carly Gregg. Carly Gregg? Does she still have a gun on her? I took it from her. She ran. You took it from her and she ran? Yes, sir. She was screaming something at me I couldn't understand. I locked the door. She's outside. I don't know what's going on. Which way did she run off to? She ran into the backyard and went over a fence. Ran into the backyard and went over your fence? Yeah. What is she wearing? T-shirt, gray shirt and some jeans. Gray shirt and jeans? About how tall is she? 5'2". About 5'2"? What color hair? Brownish, just short hair. 5'2" with... Back door, she opened fire on me. It was just brownish, just short hair. 5'2" with...
Who was pointing that gun at you?
It was Carly.
Who pulled the trigger when you opened the door?
The first one I know was Carly. After that, my hand was on the gun too, and I know I had a scratch on my thumb and all. I very well could have hit it. I know that third time.
How close, Heath, was that gun to your face when that went off?
Maybe a foot.
Did you ever get struck by a bullet?
Yes, one of them kind of grazed right through this muscle up here.
Can you tell, ladies and gentlemen, what did that feel like?
I know this sounds weird, but I honestly have never felt it to this day.
When the gun went off in your face, tell ladies and gentlemen, I mean, was your body in a state of shock?
Not at that moment. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Did you see anybody inside your home other than Carly?
No.
Sheriff's office! Hey, come outside for me. Hey, come here. Hey, where's your wife at, bud? Where's your wife at?
She's dead on the floor in that room.
She where? Sheriff's office! Hello? I need medical here.
Carly fled the scene, but was later apprehended, showing little memory of the event, but asking officers about her stepfather's condition.
Oh, yeah? Okay. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to swab your hands, okay? Right. We'll ask you a bunch of questions, but obviously you fired with a pistol, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alright, look. I need you to hold your hand out like this. I'm going to do your right hand first, okay? That's your right hand. You can hold it like that.
Swab up here.
What is this?
It's a GSR. It shows which hand did you shoot with?
Okay.
Which hand did you shoot with?
I'm gonna go up. keys for me? I guess you can put it in my vehicle with my key. The key fob is in my left pocket.
All right, now, so go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it. All right.
Is my stepdad okay?
I don't know, baby. I can't talk to you about
Oh,
it.
just here. I'm just.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
During her trial, Carly's defense team argued that she was suffering from a mental health crisis, claiming she experienced depression, memory lapses, and hallucinations leading up to the crime. The defense did not contest that she had committed the acts, but emphasized her mental state at the time. The case drew significant attention not only due to the brutal nature of the crime, but also because Carly allegedly invited a friend to see her mother's body afterward. Despite these mitigating arguments, the jury found Carly guilty of first-degree murder, attempted murder, and tampering with evidence.
Ms. Gregg, please rise and come to the podium, along with your attorneys. All right, the verdicts appear to be in proper form. Verdict of the jury is count one. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. Count two. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of attempted murder as charged in the indictment. Count three. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of tampering with evidence as charged in the indictment. Please be seated, Ms. Gregg. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury is custom for the court to poll the jury. I have to do it each time. And for each count, I'm not being rude. The quickest way for me to get through this is to simply point at you and you answer out loud. As to count one, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. Beginning on the first row, ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Yes. Ma'am, is that your verdict? You got to answer out loud, ma'am. I'm sorry. Yes. On the back row, sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes. Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? That verdict is proper and unanimous. As to count two, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of attempted murder as charged in the indictment. Beginning on the first row, ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes. Sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Yes. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes. On the back row, sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Yes, ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Count three, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of tampering with evidence as charged in the indictment. Beginning on the first row, ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes, sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Yes, sir. Ma'am, is that your verdict? Yes, on the back row, sir, is that your verdict? Yes, ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? All right. All three verdicts appear to be unanimous. The court will enroll the verdict. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with you having returned a verdict of guilty in count one and count two of the indictment, we'll now proceed to the sentencing.
Carly was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The case of Carly Gregg offers several important lessons that touch on mental health, family dynamics, and the importance of early intervention. 1. Mental health awareness in adolescence. Carly Gregg's defense centered around her mental health struggles, including depression and possible hallucinations. This underscores the critical need for better mental health support for teenagers. Adolescence is a challenging period, and without proper mental health care and guidance, young people may become overwhelmed by emotional struggles, leading to tragic consequences. Early detection and intervention in mental health issues are essential in preventing crises. 2. Parental monitoring and communication. Carly was reportedly in trouble with her mother for possessing a phone and weed pens that she wasn't supposed to have. This indicates a strained relationship between Carly and her mother. Open communication between parents and children is vital, especially during the teenage years when children are navigating complex emotions and peer pressures. A lack of healthy communication can exacerbate conflicts, potentially leading to dangerous situations. 3. Dangers of untreated emotional and behavioral issues. The nonchalant behavior Carly exhibited after the murder, such as texting immediately afterward and showing her mother's body to a friend, reveals a detachment that suggests deeper psychological issues. Left untreated, behavioral and emotional issues can escalate into harmful actions. Families, schools, and communities should be equipped to recognize warning signs and offer appropriate interventions. 4. Role of community and friends. Carly's friend, who was invited to witness the aftermath of the crime, was placed in a traumatic situation. This highlights how peers can be affected by one another's behavior and decisions. It's important for communities and friends to be aware of warning signs and to seek help when someone is acting out of character or exhibiting disturbing behavior. 5. The need for comprehensive juvenile justice approaches. Carly was only 14 when she committed the murder, raising questions about how the justice system should handle juveniles who commit serious crimes. Her case emphasizes the balance between punishment and rehabilitation for minors. It raises the broader societal question of how best to handle cases where young offenders are both perpetrators and victims of their circumstances. In summary, the Carly Gregg case teaches the importance of addressing adolescent mental health, maintaining open lines of communication between parents and children, and understanding the potential consequences of untreated emotional struggles. It also illustrates the importance of peer intervention and community support. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think. Leave your comment below. Click that like button and the notification bell. We upload videos every week. Take care.